Hello, and welcome back. Oh, that sounded awful, didn't it? How are you? I have missed you. I have been off the radar for a week and I have been really poorly and I'm still not 100%. I'm just off to the doctor's, so I thought I would take you with me and have a quick little chitty chat in the car and let you know what's been going on and where I'm up to. And then, do you know what? I think we're going to go home and do some decluttering. I'm not going shopping this week because we're going away, thank goodness me, on Thursday. So I am on a big decluttering mission. I need to get packing. But anyway, let's go and have a little drive to the doctor's. And yeah, I can tell you what I have not been up to this week. So yes, I feel like an absolute bag of garbage this week. We had a gorgeous weekend down visiting our family, our grandkids last weekend, not this weekend, gone the weekend before. And then while we were there, Jed started to not feel very well, so we ended up coming back a little bit early. We came back sort of Sunday afternoon instead of the Sunday night. We normally would have Sunday lunch or evening, a roast, and then we normally come home quite late, and it normally takes us about 4 hours. Oh, sorry if that's rattling on there, let me sort that out. Okay, I'm hoping that's fine. Yes, we normally come back after a lovely roast dinner anyway. We set off, I think it was about 3ish. It took us 7 hours to get home. It was absolutely horrendous. Today is beautiful. It's a beautiful crisp day. This literally is where my doctor's is. It does not take me long to get here at all. But I thought we'd have a little chat in the car and yeah, why not? So I didn't feel too bad actually. I was okay when we were in London, but then on the Monday I woke up feeling horrendous and yeah, just awful. How I got through Tuesday and Wednesday in work, I'm really not sure, but I kind of sit out the way in a corner, so I just muddled through. And then Thursday I ended up working from home, but this week, if I have not been at work or working, I've been in bed. I couldn't do my live on Wednesday. I knew on Tuesday night I just couldn't do it. I sounded awful. I was coughing and spluttering and I was just like, it's just no way. So I didn't put that pressure on myself and I just, just changed it to this week now. I'm going to try and do it every Wednesday night. This week we are going away the next day, so it probably will be a short one. But Wednesday night, 7:30, I'm going to attempt to do a live every week. Right. We're going on holiday on Thursday to Lanzarote to stay with my friend Jackie. And yes, I'm really looking forward to seeing Jackie. What was I going to say? Menopause brain's gone off. So yes, I'm going to the doctor's today to have my menopause medication reviewed. They normally like to redo your blood pressure. You can hear my voice is really gravelly as well. And also, I have this little spot on my face here, which I've had for a while. It's just getting worse. I used to be a beautician and a skincare therapist for Dermalogica. So I'm kind of used to seeing things on faces with skin, and it is changing. And I came to see the nurse, our practitioner nurse, back in August, and she said, try this cream twice a day for a month, and then if it's not clearing up or getting any better, come back. I just want to keep my eye on the time because I'm not sure what time it is, 10 to. So anyway, it's not cleared up and yeah, it does feel like it's changing a bit. So I'm going to go and get that looked at today. And also review of my HRT medication. So yeah, also I'm still waiting for my, cortisone in my thumb. Oh, honestly, the pain is just unbearable. However, because I've been taking so much cold and flu tablets this last week, with all the paracetamol in, it doesn't kind of feel as bad. However, yesterday and today I've not taken much medication at all, but the swelling's quite bad on it, and I've knocked it a few times and it has absolutely knocked me for six. You know, like when you bang your elbow and your funny bone. So that is that. So today, when I go home, I'm going to do some decluttering. I need to sort out clothes for packing for holiday. Over the weekend, we had tickets to go and see Graham Norton's Wheel of Fortune on Saturday, but I was just so ill. I couldn't go. I was like, I cannot sit with an audience full of people smiling with a face full of makeup on, pretending to be happy and all that. So we didn't go to that. This weekend literally has just been just staying in and sleeping, really. Like, literally, I don't know how much I've slept this weekend. Yesterday we went out for a few hours, and then when I got home, I don't even remember going to bed. I just went, I'm going to bed. I just took myself off to bed. So I'm hoping we can get over this before we get on the plane on Thursday. But from speaking to a lot of people, they're all saying it's really lingering. I've been making some fresh chicken soup, which has been lovely. In fact, I might nip to Tesco on my way home and go and get a few bits for that, because I know I don't have anything in, and then that can be some nice wholesome soup for taking to work. Layla started to feel a little bit ill with it as well. She had a night out on Saturday, and then yesterday she's pretty much been in bed, not from like hangover or anything, but she said, oh mum, I've got it now, I think. So yeah, she's a little bit poorly. So I think chicken soup is on the menu. And also I've been drinking lemon with honey, which has been lovely, really soothing on the throat. And I bought this different type of honey. I'll show you when I get home. But that is all from me now. I'm going to go and see the lovely nurse Claire, and I'll catch you either on my way home or at home. See you in a sec. Hello, I'm home. I thought I would give you a quick rundown of how I got on at the doctor's. I feel like this video today might be a bit of a health update, because I went to the doctor's for 2 things. However, I feel like I ended up talking about 4. So the first thing was, I went in August about, like, I have a little, it's a kind of like spot, flaky skin thing on the side of my face. Anyone who kind of knows my history will know I'm a beautician, or I used to be. I was a Dermalogica trained therapist, and I just love my skincare. You know, if there's one thing I am religious at, it is taking any makeup off overnight and washing my face and moisturising and using masks and serums before I go to bed, and also in the morning as well. So this has been like a flaky sort of skin thing on the side of my face for quite a long time, couple of years, and I just feel like lately it's changed slightly. Also, for context, I did live abroad for 16 years in the sunshine. So I have been trying this cream for about a month and it hasn't changed at all. So now she's referring me for an appointment with, I can't think of the name of it. What is it when it's somebody's skincare? My brain's just frazzled today. Anyway, you know what I mean. Last year I had a mole removed on my leg that I kind of knocked, and it was itchy and it was constantly like bleeding and stuff, and that ended up like this tiny little kind of mole, and that ended up coming out and being like a massive cut on my leg because it was so deep. Anyway, that was all fine, but I am concerned about this because sometimes I'm a little bit obsessed that I can see like a darker dot in it, and it's really difficult when you wear glasses, because when you take them off, or when I take mine off, I can't see a thing. And I have to get like a massive magnifying mirror. So that's one good thing. She has referred me to see a skin specialist, whatever it's called. I'll put it on the screen, but the name of it has eluded from my brain at this moment in time. I also needed a HRT review because I get patches and a couple of other different bits to do with my HRT. And when I rang up to get a repeat prescription, they said that I needed to come and see her for a blood pressure check. Anyway, she said, oh, you had one 6 months ago. You only need to have it done once a year. So she has re-prescribed all of those to me. Now, I'm only going to tell you half a story now because she has also referred me to the menopause clinic at the hospital, because it's not that I'm not happy, but I have another little issue as well that I don't want to really go into right now. But I'd like to go and speak to somebody about it and see if there's anything I can do, and have another test for something else. So she has agreed. They don't prescribe it at the doctors, or they don't run the tests. So she has referred me to that clinic. Also, so that's thing number 3, spot HRT menopause clinic. And the other thing is my hand is so sore because I've been so ill this week, taken so many tablets, or last week rather, with the flu. The pain hasn't been as bad, however the swelling has been really bad. So she has prescribed me an naproxen, which I've tried before, but I don't know what was going on last time, but it just sent me a bit doolally. So I've had a couple of instances this week where I've knocked it and the pain has been unbearable. So we're going to try naproxen again. She didn't, like, I said to her, did people not normally get something else with naproxen, like, so it doesn't make your stomach upset? And she said they only prescribe that to people over 60. So I'm asking you, if you have naproxen, do you, and you're under 60, do you get prescribed this other tablet as well? Because I'm a little bit worried about it causing me problems with my tummy, especially the amount of tablets that I'm having to take for everything. For everything else. So yeah, please, I'd love to hear your advice. So that is that. That is my update from the doctors today. We are going away on Thursday, I might have mentioned before. It's beautiful today, it's nice and sunny. I've got a few things on the line drying. It's not really sunny, but it's crisp. Kitty's outside, inside, she can't make her mind up what she is doing. Kitty, you look suspiciously like you're going to have dirty paws. She's covered in dust, aren't you? Go on, dirt and muck out the garden, honestly. She's constantly digging. She's like a dog. All her back's covered in soil. I don't know what she's doing. So yes, Jed, oh, I know what's gone on. Jed has taken the hanging baskets down from the front to put in the green bin. Because the hanging baskets, we've stopped watering them now, so they're slowly dying off. I need to give the roses a bit of a chop back, and then we'll probably do them again at the end of October. And then we've got another 4 hanging baskets in the back garden, so they'll probably get tipped into the green bin when we come back off holiday. We need to check how many green bins we've got before we go. So she's probably been smooching around in the hanging baskets, having a sniff. She's obsessed with soil. Yes, so the long-time viewers, hello, welcome back if you are a long-time viewer, and if you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Lisa. I'm arthritic, pain in the bum. I have problems with my knee, my hand, my thumb. Yes, I vlog about weight loss. I have a part-time job. I also have quite a few side hustles as well. I'm an Avon representative. I have this YouTube channel. What else do I do? I sell stuff on eBay and Vinted. I'll talk about that in a second. And I have been teaching myself self-publishing on Amazon KDP. Do you know what? I think it's got to be my brain is always just chasing, loving, learning something new. So yeah, because just a lot going on at the moment. So hanging baskets are down. It is the winter tidy up in the garden. We only have a very small garden, but quite a lot of the roses are still blossoming, blooming, whatever the word is, and they still look amazing. I'll take a few pictures when I finish this video and I'll pop them in here for you to have a little browsette at while, you know, before they all go, and that's kind of it. And do you know, part of me feels a bit sad because we are moving house as well. We were trying to sell this house. We've only had 2 viewings so far, and it's quite frustrating really, because I have seen a couple of other houses and they've slipped through the net, and there's one on at the minute and I can't go and see it until we have had an offer on ours or sold ours. So that's quite frustrating because I really quite like that house. It's quite nice. It's not too far from here. But yeah, I'm a bit gutted that we can't even go and view it. So hopefully we might get some viewings. I don't know. I did kind of think, are we priced too high? But, you know, there's other houses on the estate that I don't feel have as good a location as ours, and don't have, you know, like we're 3 stories, we've got 4 bedrooms, we've got an ensuite, a shower room, a bathroom, a downstairs loo. So we've kind of got 4 toilets. And we've got a double garage, and there's lots of houses on the estate that are smaller than that and don't have all of that, and yet are more expensive, but none seem to be selling. The smaller houses seem to be selling, But yeah, the 4 beds don't seem to be shifting at the moment. So it's just a case of waiting, isn't it, really? We're not in any rush. We love where we live. We don't particularly, we're not desperate to sell, but we do have like we would like to live somewhere else, and this is too big. We don't need that many bathrooms or toilets, really. So for kind of us as this time, yeah, there's different wants and needs really for a house, and I don't really want to be moving in like 5 or 10 years. I'd rather kind of get it done now and feel like we're in that final home, really. But yeah, so we'd like a bit of a renovation project as well. Nothing ridiculous, but yeah. So that's where we kind of are with the house. So yes, just hanging fire and waiting for all that to happen. eBay and Vinted, like I said, I've got a parcel to go and wrap up and go to the post office and go and post. Got to do that today. I'm going to do that this morning, and I'm going to pay in my Avon money because I've done pretty much all of my Avon deliveries before we go away. I've got one left to deliver. She just hasn't replied to my text message. So hopefully I can get that done before I go away, or she's not going to be getting it till next month. I will probably still process another order. However, if anyone wants anything, they can do a direct delivery, or they're going to have to wait for me to deliver it next month if they don't want a lot. And then I've started to put next month's brochures out as well. If you've not seen an Avon brochure for a while and you don't live near me, I'll pop a link in the description and you can have a little browse through. But because I'm an Avon rep, if you order anything from that link, then I may get a small commission. Well, I will get a small commission if you order from my shop. So thank you very much. I do very much appreciate it. I'll put a link into the digital brochure. And then it's basically like looking at a paper brochure. You can just swipe through. If there's anything you want, you just pop in a box. And then you just order it at the end. You get to sort of like the checkout, like you would a normal website, and you just check out. And if you spend over £25, you get free delivery. So yes, I will pop that on. And the link always just updates to the latest brochure. We get a new updated brochure every week. So it's quite nice. So I'll pop that in the description below. So yes, I do sell on eBay as well. So I do buy some Avon and I pop it on there as well. Put bundles and things together. And then Vinted is just basically me just sort of trying to sell my own clothes, really. Things that are too big or don't fit or just change my mind about, or not that I don't like, but I feel like sometimes your body changes shape, or well, mine has because I've lost a couple of stone. But sometimes I've just bought things and I've just thought, no, not for me. So yeah, I'm going to go to the post office, take my eBay order and pay in my Avon money. And then I can pay off my Avon bill, and then I'm good to go for next month. I'm ready for next month. Yeah, I'm also an Avon leader as well, so I have a very small team. So if you've ever thought about joining Avon, you can join my team, and I can be your mentor and help you through the process. So yes, that is that. I'm going to pop to Tesco, and I'm going to get my usual chicken legs probably. Yesterday we did get a lovely chicken from Morrison's. Again, couldn't be bothered cooking, so I just bought a cooked chicken. It was £5 and it was really nice. So I'm going to Tesco, I'm going to get some chicken legs because they're dirt cheap and you're just so versatile and great for making a stock for soup. I'm going to just get everything that I can just throw in the pot to make a nice big pot of chicken soup to last me a couple of days at work, and so I don't have to sort of buy food or take food in, and probably for Layla as well because she can take some to work with her. Jed might, he might not. He likes to get a Tesco meal deal. When he's been in the gym in the morning, he calls to Tesco on his way home and he gets a salad, a Costa coffee and something else. I don't know what else he gets, and it's like £3.85, I think. If it's wrong, I'll put it on the screen. Yeah, and he just, that's just his little routine and what he likes to do. Sometimes if I make some soup, he'll take a little pot of that in as well because it's starting to get a bit chillier now. When we went out yesterday, I could really feel how cold it was, and I really regretted not having my gloves on. And these are just off Amazon, I think, but they just keep that hand a little bit warmer. It was so cold. On Saturday we went into Southport. We had a few bits to buy, some suntan lotion, things like that from Boots, and we popped into Southport Indoor Market, and this was where I used to do my Avon market. Forgot the word then. So yeah, it was just once a month, and I did it for probably 18 months, something like that, and thought I'd go in. I still know a couple of the people who have little market stalls and have a little wander around, and I bought, do you remember me before, can't get my words out today, me saying to you I bought something, and I bought this honey, and it is CBD infused honey. It was quite expensive, but I don't really use CBD products. I have got a CBD massaging balm, which is amazing. It's really good on my hand. But yeah, thought we'd give this a try. The lady grows all her own bits and bobs, and she makes her own honey. She is called Wild and Bee. I don't know if she's got a website. Doesn't mention it on there, just mentions an email address. But she does lots of markets and things around. So I'm going to try that. Now it does say on it usage over 18 years of age only. I've had 2 spoons so far, and I don't feel like nothing magical's happened yet, but I'm still got this cold, so we will persevere with it, and we'll see if it makes any difference. It does have a use by date on it of 2026, and it just says 1 teaspoon per day, so we're going to give that a go. So that is a little purchase this week. Jed had something that he'd ordered as well. Now, for anybody who might know my husband, last year he had a knee replacement. This year he's had a pacemaker fitted, but also he has a tremor, and lots of people mistake it for Parkinson's, or they think he's a big drinker and he's got the shakes. So he decided to, after his pacemaker, he came across this website called Medical Alert. I'll also pop that in the description below. And basically it's like a little bracelet that you can wear, and on the it's a website that you go onto and you register all your things that you've kind of got wrong with you, and also list all your medications, who your doctors are. I'm not sure how much it is a year. I think it's about £35. If I'm wrong, I'll pop that on the screen. But on the other side of this band, I'm going to cover that over because that's his ID number. At the bottom he has his own ID number, but it says on it pacemaker, left knee replacement, and also it says benign tremor, and then there's a telephone number on, and yeah, he has like a different bracelet, and then he's got this one, because when we travel, or sometimes he travels, you know, he doesn't always travel with me, he could be on a trip somewhere. We just felt that it would be good to kind of have this, especially when we're traveling and going through security, or if we're abroad and something should happen, and you know, they don't speak English or whatever. We just felt that this was possibly a bit of comfort for me, knowing that he does have this sort of medical alert bracelet on. Not, I mean, to be honest, in case of an emergency, he is the person that you would want there, not me. I'll be honest with you. So yes, so he's got that. So that's something new this week. And yeah, you know, I don't know whether people have heard of this, whether they've got them. But we felt, because of the knee replacement, the pacemaker and the tremor, we felt it was kind of important that he had something on, because if he collapses somewhere and he's not with somebody he knows, or a medical team get called. Not that this has happened, but we've been in instances where it's happened to other people, and we just felt, you know, this was a good call. I'm rambling, I don't know, but there we go. So that was something new this week. Tomorrow night we're going into Liverpool. I think it's the Playhouse. I bought some tickets beginning of the month for a show called The Last Laugh. And it's Tommy Cooper. Well, it's not Tommy Cooper because he's dead, isn't he? All these people are dead. But the kind of like, it's like a three-man show of comedians who've passed. So it's Bob Monkhouse, Tommy Cooper and Eric Morecambe. And do you know what? It looks really funny. I'm going to pop a little picture in there for you so you can have a little look, and I'll let you know on Wednesday night when I do my live what the show is like, because we're going tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and my live is Wednesday. So yes, if you're about on Wednesday and you would like to pop in, I'm going to try and do them every Wednesday 7:30, even if it's for just 30 minutes. Have a little chit chat, a little weekly update, a bit like this really, talk about what I've been doing. So I will probably talk a little bit about going on holiday and maybe how I'm going to manage the whole food situation while I'm away. So that will be probably my chat on Wednesday evening. And today is going to be going out, making a bit of soup, getting my stuff from my soup, coming home, making my soup. Tonight I think I'm going to make mince, because I knew I had mince in the freezer. So I took that out, trying to dwindle the freezer down a bit. But every time I buy, I get a bit of room in the freezer. Just keep buying stuff and putting it in. So yeah, that is going to be the big thing, like dwindling down the freezer and just generally decluttering. I keep saying this, but I don't do it. Today I'm determined to do my jumper drawer, because I have so many jumpers that are too big. I love them, but for the love of God, Lisa, they're too big. So I need to sort that out. I put them to one side. I've got a big pile of stuff for Vinted. How I do my Vinted's actually on holiday mode at the moment, because it's just one less thing I just need to be thinking about before going away. How I do my Vinted is I take loads of pictures, and then I kind of sit of a weekend and I go through and I kind of upload in bulk. So through the week I might take pictures of sort of 3 or 4 things one day, 3 or 4 things the next. And then when I sit down watching the telly of a weekend, I do like a bulk upload. And I try and do that a bit with eBay, but yeah, just there's only so much time you've got, isn't there, to do all these things. So yeah, and I actually thought today this hoodie needed flinging, because when I put it on and I looked at the bottom, it was like there was no thing, there was no clip, and then about 2 hours later I realised it was up here. So does this need flinging or not? I don't know, but I just need to have a good sort out really, and yeah, sort through some cupboards and drawers. So today is a relatively boring day, but it needs doing. All these things need doing, and I need to sort my clothes out for my holiday. I need to do some packing. So that is it. I will see you in a second or two when I have been to Tesco and I'm back with my shopping. So see you in a sec. Bye. What are you doing today? Hey? Are you eating the random grass? You seem to like that. It seems to have appeared. These seem to have appeared from this sort of grass under here, and they're everywhere, but Kitty quite likes to eat them. Anyway, have I got any roses to show you in the garden? The last hurrah of summer. So I think that's the last of Gertrude Jekyll. That's a David Austin rose. That hanging basket's on its last legs. This was what just fell. All the little petals. This one, can't remember the name of this one. Let me just have a look at the bottom. What is it? It is James Galway. Oops, a daisy. This is James Galway. Beautiful. Kitty, I think, has just dropped at my feet. What are you doing? Hey? What do you want? You want a bit of sunshine? You want a back scratch, don't you? Oh, you like a little bit of sunshine. Got a little bit of lavender still colouring there. There's my shadow. Hello. This one is James Galway as well. So there's a couple of roses left on that. Not much, but I can't bear to cut them off just yet. Oh no. It's just all fell on the floor. This is one of my favourites, Mortimer Shackler. Try and get around so you can't see my shadow. This honestly, we get so many roses off this one, but there's Kitty coming down the bottom there. This one doesn't seem to be available on the David Austin website at the minute, but it's an absolute stunner. Quite a lot of flurries. There's a couple of little buds left on that one. It's my washing out. Little white pet. This one is stunning. It's kind of, excuse my glove by the way. Before it blooms, it's got like a little red bit, and then when it opens, it's white. It's cute. Oh, still sniffing away. I think my tomatoes haven't got many more left on there. What have we got here? This one is Harlow Car. We've got one flower left on that. There we go. It's quite cute. I've got about one left on the Jubilee. That's there. That's all nearly finished. Elizabeth has finished blooming now, I think. There's nothing left on her. A little ladybird just there. Kitty's following me around as I'm talking to you in the garden. That hanging basket's kind of on its last legs now as well. And then this one, this is one of my favourites. This is called Mill on the Floss. This was a present off my son. It kind of, when it opens, it looks a little bit like I can't think of the word, peony. It's really lovely. So yes, that's still going. That's one of the later bloomers. And this was a present. This isn't a David Austin one. This was a present of our president of the Rotary Club. There we go. A bush rose, hybrid tea, bless him. And he bought me that for being our club secretary. I have another one down there, which is a bit of a sorry state of affair, and that is Ferdinand Pritchard, it's called. So, yeah, the garden's looking a little bit messy. Probably going to leave it now until we get back off from Lanzarote and tidy the rest of the garden up. I think I have another one. I've got one right here. My mum bought us this. This one's called Mary Delaney, and it is a little bit late into the end of the season, but she bought that for Jed for doing some jobs at home for him. Now, the reason why I was coming around to this corner is because the pigeon, look at the wisteria coming through the wall there. The pigeon, I don't think you can see it actually. I might go around the front and see if I can video it from the front. The pigeon, they're not in the nest. They were in there yesterday. The pigeon that was nesting in the wisteria in the back garden has laid 2 eggs here, and we now have 2 new recruits. And yeah, anyway, they're not there. I kind of think, oh, they're the hanging baskets in the front. Jed's taken them out. I kind of think once the pigeons kind of get to about 4 or 5 days old and they're out of the nest, they tend not to go back. They get a bit too big. So they were on the wall the other day. I'll pop a little picture in and you can have a little look of what they look like. But this is the sorry state of affair that the garden is currently in at the moment. Sorry about the state of me, but I feel that, oh, it's very dark, isn't it? Let me put the light on. Anyway, sorry about the state of me, but you are getting me at my rawest. I'm not so good. I've got a bit of a cold, stinky cold. I have given in and taken some tablets before I went to Tesco. Anyway, I do have a few things that I did buy. I spent a very minuscule amount today, £11.07. So let me show you what I bought today for £11.07. Now, I will start with this Marmite. This is a small jar of Marmite, £2.30, and that is to take to Lanzarote for my friend Jackie, who loves Marmite. I haven't written the price on that because she'll try and give me the money, and I won't let her pay me because we are staying with her. My usual chicken legs, bargain, £2.25, and I think there's 1, 2, 3, it's about 4 in there. So that is going to make the base of my soup and my chicken soup, basically. Plenty in there, that's going to make the stock and provide the chicken. I brought a broccoli because I don't know why I bought broccoli. Probably for some lunches for me and Layla. You can never go wrong with broccoli. A couple of minutes in the microwave, that's how I like to cook it. Now, we did have roast chicken dinner last night, and there's some left over, not enough to make the stock, and I don't have the bones. So I bought these cheesy herb sub rolls, which I haven't had before, from Tesco, £1.55 for 4. I thought they might do for some nice lunches. If I don't use all of that chicken, it might be enough to make lunch for tomorrow as well. And these were on a 3 for 2 offer. So roast potatoes were £2.60. The vegetables, the carrot and Swede, or yeah, it is Swede. Well, I like to call it Swede, but a lot of people call it Swede. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm a bit odd. So yes, I haven't got the energy in my hand to be dicing vegetables, so that's a bit of a cheat. And the same goes for the onions as well, for a nice little bit of flavour. So that little lot came to £11.07. So I'm quite pleased with that. So I'm going to make myself some lunch now from last night's leftovers. I'm going to get the chicken legs on and cooked. I'm going to start making my stock. And I did take some mince out of the freezer this morning. So I'm going to kind of make I'm going to make a big pan of soup, and then I'm going to do the mince as well. I don't know, I might cook that a bit later on this afternoon. And then I'm going to go and do some sorting out for holiday and a little bit of kind of getting sort of ready and that. So that is it. Sorry it's only a quickie, shorty today for you. But yes, that is it. Sorry I have been not here in the YouTube space, but I have been a little bit under the weather. So I'm hoping to use some lovely content from Lanzarote actually. I know I've done some things on there before, and I know, you know, some people don't like different content. They kind of just want to just see the weight loss stuff. But, you know, I like vlogging about travel as well, and you kind of get a bit of lifestyle, a bit of everything on here. So one of the things that I think I'm going to try and do while I'm away is a few different beaches, go to a few different beaches and show you what they look like, because in the Canaries, beaches can look very different. There's one beach, my favourite beach, called El Golfo, which is absolutely stunning. It's not really a beach you'd lie on and sunbathe on, but it is a beach where you might stay in a beautiful restaurant and have some paella overlooking the ocean, and it is just beautiful. It's like a meditation, just blows the cobwebs away. There's another one of my favourites called Arietta, and Porto del Carmen, the Grand Playa beach, which I think we're going for a swim with the blue tits. Next Sunday I think we're going there. There's loads of beaches, honestly, spoiled for choice in Lanzarote. It is stunning, and they are all quite different beaches. So yes, it is probably going to be a bit cooler this time of year, but still we do need to sort of have a little bit of a chill and a bit of a sunbathe. So I'm going to take you to some of my favourite beaches. What else we will do, I don't know. Maybe a couple of reviews of different restaurants. There's one that everyone's raving about at the moment. I think it's called Karma in the Old Town, and they do the most gorgeous pancakes. Not that it's very healthy, but we are staying with a friend, so we will be doing some cooking there. So some of the food will be healthy because we will be cooking it ourselves. So yes, that is me. I am off to go make my soup and have some lunch. But anyway, yes, I will see you on Wednesday night. If you'd like to join me for my live at 7:30, pop along, say hello. It'll probably be quick, and yes, we'll see what I get up to, and who knows what I'm going to talk about next. Thank you very much for watching today. Me and Kitty would be very grateful if you could just tap that little like button and give this video a little like, and also subscribe. Do you want to get down? There we go. And yes, you'll probably see more of this content then. Who knows? Who knows what YouTube is up to? But I'm off to get something to eat because I'm absolutely starving. Haven't eaten today, but that's kind of what I do. I get up, I drink coffee, and then I see what time I can get till I have anything to eat. So yes, that is all from me today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Take care. Bye. Rattle, rattle. Rattle, rattle. Excuse me, madam. You can get off there, naughty. You can come and say hello to everyone. Right, have you got dirty paws? No. Okay, so yes, thank you very much, everyone. Please make sure you tap that little button there that says subscribe and hit the bell button for more of this lovely content. And yeah, you know, if you're not a subscriber, let's start again.